Yeah, just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just kicking it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Rob. Yeah, man, I see they changed this live thing around. Now it comes up differently. And I see now that it says you can time people out for 10 seconds or up to 24 hours. Yeah, just be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? I haven't done a live in a while. Yeah, just be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, good for you. Yeah, I might go out to Arizona again. Be kicking it. That's 24 hours driving one way. Yeah. I got to go up to Michigan, move out of that shit out of that condo. I haven't got my garage doors put on yet. That's why I've been not doing it. Because I want to move that stuff into my garage. You know, that garage is a big part of that building. It's like 2,400 square feet or something like that. But I don't want to put that stuff in there if the door's open. Yeah, hey Sharon, how you doing? Yeah, I like driving like that, but that was an ass kicker, man. It reminds me of driving to Florida when I was young. I'm still tired from that drive. Yeah, just be kicking it. Oh, thank you, Sharon. You can come down here and visit. I got picked out the tile, getting all that woodwork installed. Yeah, I'll get a driveway, the last thing. The house is set up to where it's great views everywhere you go, from the garage to the kitchen to the laundry room, living room, guest bedroom, my bedroom. Just be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? All tile. Yeah. I just went and looked at 200 acres 2 days ago. It's been clear cut though. Looks like shit. I don't really want it. Oh yeah, I did. Yep. Daisy just kicking it. I'm gonna plant the whole. I figured out what I'm gonna do with my yard. I'm gonna make it about 25 feet grass around the house, and then all the rest of it wildflowers. I just looked it up. It should cost about 200 per quarter acre in seeds to plant wildflowers. Wild thing. Hummingbirds been all over the place. I set up 3 GoPros this morning to come on at 6:30. But it rained. I put a pile of birdseed out, but I think where I had the cameras or the rain, one of the others scared them away. A couple squirrels came in and got something to eat. I said, "What?" Yeah, bees and birds. Bees, birds, and butterflies. Yeah, that house is turning out good. I just went and looked through it yesterday. I'm gonna get one more water spigot put up on the back deck behind my bedroom. I know how I forgot it. I don't want to be dragging around a bunch of hose. You know, it's a pain in the ass. So I got water spigots on all the sides, even the backside. Plus, I've got an outside shower. But I don't want to be dragging around like 100 yards of hose. So that deck on the back was an afterthought. And then I guess I just didn't think about it. So I told the guy, so I'm having him come out and put another water spigot there. So I can hook up like a 20-foot hose and just have it in a thing and water flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, just be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? And then getting that concrete polished in the garage. I'd be kicking that too. Yeah, it's yeah, I like driving, and it's a straight shot really. I head up through Memphis, Oklahoma, and then I'm home free all the way to Holbrook, Arizona. Just be kicking it. Yeah, wet t-shirt contest, you better believe it. What's cool is, you know, those are 12-foot ceilings because we wanted 12-foot doors in the garage to get some of that construction equipment in there. And we just decided to make it all 12-foot ceilings or it would have looked weird. It kind of looks like Quaker a little bit, you know, like simple design. 1,280 square feet of deck. Yeah, that's a good cut south through Memphis, yeah. Used to take that down from Illinois. I'm going the other way. I'm going west. Cutting through the south end and then heading west. Just be kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it does make it look better, yeah. I got a lot of windows. You can see out it good no matter where you're at. Garage, kitchen, guest room, my room, laundry room, office. Daisy's gonna have a little couch to jump up and look out the window. Daisy wanna look out the window. And I drank a couple Diet Dr. Peppers last night. It kept me from falling asleep. I couldn't fall asleep for shit. Just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, cool, man. I was looking at those lowriders. That's your kin making those out there in California, Rob. Those are cool as hell, those lowriders. Those paint jobs are unbelievable. I think those paint jobs are cheap compared to what they get for some of this stuff. Marty's, he paid $30,000 to have that little Porsche painted, which is a nice paint job. But when you look at those lowrider paint jobs where they have all that masking and different colors and metallic and clear coat, they're like from 3 to 10 grand. That's a deal. Hey, how you doing, Krippy? I'd like to get one of those lowriders. I think they're the finest looking car. I know it's like so bling, but it's so cool looking. Man, those paint jobs are unbelievable. I'd rather have one of those lowriders than a new Porsche or Corvette or any of that shit. They just look so much better. They are so. Do you see any of those when you're out there? Any of those lowriders? Mexicans seem to be big into those. Man, they are fine as hell cars. Lots of chrome. Just cool as hell. You know, they have them where they jack up the front and stuff and it like goes sideways down the road and all that stuff. Yeah, they are cool, man. I'd go to those car shows if I was out there. It's just a work of art. There's a bunch of guys doing them. Yeah, I looked it up. They said like 3 to 10 grand for a paint job, man. That's nothing compared to what you get. They put water on it and like then smear it with a sponge and put this feather it with this candy apple metallic red. It's just like the coolest paint jobs. Yeah, they're so cool. I love a lowrider. I just think they're like so cool. I think the old design of cars is so much better than this junk out now. Like even like a Chevy Caprice or Lincoln Continental. I mean, this big, huge ass car you could just go out and order, no big deal at one time. You can't do that anymore. Not like you used to be able to. I was talking to this guy that ran a Kia dealership the other day. He doesn't anymore. He's a building contractor. And he told me when he got out of that business, like pre COVID, like maybe 8 years ago, that the dealer's take on a new car was 2,200. He said after this COVID bullshit, there's way more people than there are vehicles being produced. And it's coming down, but as of about 6 months ago, the dealer's take on a new Kia is $9,400. You're not going in there negotiating anything because of the supply and demand ratio. It's different now. This is what they want for it, and if you don't like it, hit the road. Somebody else will buy it. Yeah, 64 Impala, so cool. Hey, Mark. Yeah, all those Impalas, Caprice, all of them look good. Yeah, the big long ones look the best, I think. I love the old Continentals. And, those guys trick those things out where the whole engine is like painted, the wheel wells underneath the hood, a mural. Like it's so bling, man. You know, underneath everything's like chromed and painted. It's like a work of art that you can drive. Yeah, 64 Impala. Yeah, so cool. I want to get one of those, man. Marty's got a Rolls Royce. I'm trying to get him to do that, to do a lowrider on it. They ain't worth a fuck anyway. He had like 15 of those Rolls Royce a year ago. They're not as much as you'd think. I mean, you can buy them all day long, 15 grand. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'd like to get a Rolls Royce. I haven't seen anybody make a lowrider out of Rolls Royce. They got a lot of weird shit in those too, like the hydraulics are hooked to the fucking air conditioning, weird shit like that. Yeah, I really like those. They use them in a lot of videos on YouTube and TikTok. Yeah, I'd like to get a lowrider. That's what I like, an Impala, Caprice, Lincoln. I'd like one you could drive, though. I'd still like the cool paint job on it, though. I mean, look at all these new cars. Like, look at that new van over there. It looks like shit. Just a plastic piece of junk. All these cars. Look at all these cars now, what you buy to, like, get to A to B. Every single one you see in this video. Just a plain piece of junk. Yeah, Astro would be great. Greatest van ever made. They got the Astro people to, they got 1 million signatures and submitted it to GM to build it again. It's like a great van. They also took a GoFundMe, and some automobile engineer got paid like 20 grand to design what a new Astro van would look like. But see, now it's all this federal regulation bullshit. Gas mileage and safety and all that shit. You couldn't build, like, the last year they made them was 2005, and that 6 doesn't get good enough gas mileage and all this bullshit because it's a van. And the new one kind of looked like the rest of these pieces of junk out there. They call them a van, like that Odyssey I had. And I had that Toyota, whatever the fuck it was. They call them vans, but you can't fit anything in them. If you put 6 people in there, there's no room for anything else. That's why when you see them driving down the road, they've got that grate out the back or a big ass luggage rack on the top because there's no room in them. You look at the inside of this 150. I'll probably never own another vehicle other than a 150. I really love this truck. I like it better than the van, actually. The 2001, the seats go all the way flat. That's probably be my next one, but they get a fortune for these things used. I only paid $8,000 for this. I've already put, let's see. I started driving it March 3rd, and I've put 27,328 miles on it. Yeah, be kicking it, know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to even say this is a bitch. I'm not bitching about it. I wish the gas mileage was better, but, you know, what good's that going to do you? It's still worth it for all the convenience. Yeah, I average, like right now I'm averaging 18.1. When you consider the weight and all the shit you can do with it. See, I have my back seats folded up. I keep my camera back there. Got a big ass middle, big seats. It's got room up the ass. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled with turbocharged anything, but that's more of that federal government bullshit. There was no way they were going to be able to get over this gas mileage hump without turbocharging these. It's better than the twin turbocharger. But that's how they get this big hunk of metal to move around with 6 cylinders. Oh, Gremlin, yeah, they were cool. Yeah, V8. Yeah, V8, those are the good old days. I will end up getting a lowrider, though. I got a couple things on my bucket list. I want to get a front end loader, a good one. And I want to buy a used commercial tree cutter, like the kind the power companies used. I want to like go and cut down some trees and make some paths. I mean, the really good kind. A front end loader. I want to get a lowrider. That's it. Yeah, I gotta go up there and knock that out. It's not that much. I gotta sell some shit and put her. I might sell more than I thought. You know, I got these big metal, like movable shelves that I was thinking of bringing down, but that garage is so big. It's like, you know, space isn't going to be a problem. I don't know if I should sell those. They cost a fortune. They're the good metal ones. I got a kayak up there. I hate getting rid of it. 2 kayaks, actually. I mean, there's a lot of good things to do down here. Like photography's great, but kayaking, I don't think it interests me down here. It's that muddy, crappy looking water. Yeah, I don't want to get that and like mess around with it. I like to mess around with the front end loader. Oh, that's cool. Then I'll just be kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can put them on Craigslist or something. I haven't been hitting too lucky with the homeless lately. You know, I'm just not as interested in interviewing homeless as I was prostitutes. It's not as interesting for some reason. I mean, it's okay. It's better than no interviews, but it's not as interesting to me. Yeah, backhoe. I don't really use a backhoe too much. Boy, the price has really dropped on those skidsters. We sold that skidster back in the spring for 90 grand. And about 2 months after that, there's about 100 of them that came through some big massive foreclosure thing. And the price is basically cut in half on those. We got rid of it just in the amount of time. Yeah, I interview them. Yep. I do when I can, yeah. Not in Detroit, though. I do them when I can down here. That's why I come down here and get a dinner. I'm getting to know that owner of that Indian restaurant pretty good. So I come down, talk to him. He was actually a deputy sheriff here for a while. And then I go to Barnes and Noble. I get a coffee. They've been fucking with these homeless down here quite a bit, though. Writing them tickets and stuff because the businesses were complaining. Yeah, so yeah, I do when I can. I will once I get settled and get all that stuff moved in. I'm gonna go down and spend a week at a nice hotel in Florida. I just told Marty and those guys. Marty and his wife just spent 3 days at the place I go when I go down there, and they said it was absolutely fantastic. They never had an ocean view like that, no matter where they stayed. Yeah, just be kicking it. I wish I'd run into chaos. Grass is really slowing down growing. It rained this morning for about an hour. See, there's a homeless cart right there. This is busy down here, Washington Avenue, Washington Road. It's like Detroit here. This is where the action's at in Augusta. I haven't talked to her lately. Maybe about 10 days ago. I hope she's doing okay. She had like a 3-month recovery from her surgery. Oh, are they? That's cool. There's a busy Starbucks over there. You know, they remodeled a lot of these Starbucks around here, and that one, they totally remodeled the whole inside in a week because they didn't want to lose out on all that business. Yeah, I will. I had to file appeal on that divorce. Another fucking 25 grand out the window. I had to, though, man. I got so fucked in that divorce. It's unbelievable. I think I'll beat it on appeal, though. I feel confident. I mean, I gotta do it. Fucking cunt judge. Yeah, they don't have those here, I don't think. Yeah, just be kicking it. I don't know if I'm not that much of a football fan, but I do watch games from time to time. I've been following this Deion Sanders. I don't know if anybody watched that last night between Colorado and Colorado State. Man, I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning watching that game. It was great. It's more than that. 25 grand down. Can you believe that shit? I'm fucking afraid to ask. But at least then the facts will get in front of an academic uh, person instead of some fruitcake. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I know it. Gas, you can get gas here for $3.09 if you look around. Yeah, I know it. Daisy, gonna get less bones. Right, Dazer? Hey, girl. Yeah, it didn't matter. Didn't matter that she requested. It's judge's discretion. They act like I'd have just took off and abandoned the things, even though we filed joint income tax the whole time. I kept in touch, was on the deed. I was on fucking mortgages. That's not abandonment. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe from the judge through the thing. You know, they showed me these pictures, photographs of shit that was done there, and it basically looked the same. And so they're going through these photos, and it's on a like a projector where everybody can see them. It's like, well, how does this look? Yeah, it looks the same. It's like all of them look the same, but two. One was like a little building and something else. They look the fucking same. What can I say? You're asking me a question, and I'm answering it. I can see this judge just shaking her fucking head as I'm answering these questions honestly. She said, they all look the same, but two, hon. You haven't been there in 15 years. It's like, yeah, they do all look the same. And I haven't been there 15 years. That's right. She's like, shakes her head. Fuck you. Well, that's what the law is, but these judges have discretion. And it was passive appreciation, which meant that the property went up no matter what she did. It's just the cost of property down there. It wasn't anything she improved. I would have been happy to get my initial investment with simple interest since I've been gone, which was 1998. Yeah, I got about a fucking fifth of that. Wow. Yeah, that's true. She even admitted in the thing that everything that I testified to, no, there was no lying. You know, it's not like we really didn't even get along. I just didn't really want to be married. I mean, she was living with some guy the last 15 years. I didn't give a fuck. I really didn't. You know, this was kind of like an agreement we made. But what happened is the mother didn't have as much money as we thought she had when she died. And the most she could come up with was 250 grand. So minus her winning the lottery, she's already tapped out on how expensive that place is to begin with. I'm not signing any more notes. So that was really why. I'm sure if she'd have had the money, she'd have written me a check for it. So unfortunately, what's going to happen is that place is going to have to get sold, which I really don't want that happening. I even arranged financing for her at better than prime rate deals. She didn't take it. So, I mean, you know, there's nothing else I could do. What was going to happen if I didn't file was that, you know, there's longevity in her family. She's probably going to live to be 100 fucking years old. And one day, I'd be down here and die, and then it's a no-brainer. She just gets it and goes on and either dies there too or sells it and after I'm gone. That's what would have happened. There was no other scenario that was going to happen. So the reason that I filed for divorce is because there's no way I was ever going to get any equity out of that place because she had no intentions of moving. Yeah, as a woman, yep. Yep. Yeah, that's true. She's the most overturned judge there in that county. Yeah, and now, you're always running into these people that are always talking about how fucked they got in a divorce. And now I'm one of those guys. Look at this guy with his mower on the top of his car. Yeah, you never know. Everybody thinks that something's going on in her personal life. I don't know. Look at his lawnmower on his roof. Nah, they won't make any money on it. No, yeah, shit like that, Sharon. That's exactly right. Yep. Although, as far as I know, any state that I know, inheritances are exempt from divorces. And I would assume that would include property. It's not going to affect my lifestyle one way or the other. It won't. It really won't. But I'm just not going to let it slide. Yeah, but it's fucking chump change. It's nothing. Those judges and that whole system's funded by the state. There's no money in it. Yeah. I've known of divorces before. We had a maintenance guy when I was living in Chicago, and he had a cabin. Married this fucking floozy. And they tried to skin him after about a year, and she tried to get his cabin that he'd had for like ever. Yeah, put it on the roof. He's got a van. I don't know why it's not in the back. He's just kicking it, know what I'm saying? Sharon, you're gonna be able to come visit down here in Georgia? We'll party all night long. Well, that's what the law says, but judges have discretion, and that's what discretion allows for. And because it's no fault, it doesn't matter that someone else is living there not contributing a fucking dime. This guy doesn't even work. Now, he does take care of the place, and there's a lot of work to do around there, so I guess you could say he does work, just because he doesn't have a typical job. I mean, that place is a fucking nightmare to keep going. Oh, there the girl. Had a girl. I was looking at some YouTube videos last night where you got these old guys that get divorced and they go over to Thailand and they're like in Bangkok and there's these old fucking leches with these young pretty girls holding hands and it's just weird. Just be kicking it. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, they don't care about that. Yeah, you can file them, but they have to have merit. I mean, you can't just appeal things because you don't like the decision. It has to be based on something, not because you lost. Either there was an error in the law, or they abused their discretion, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they probably are. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's not going to cost her job or get her removed. I mean, she could get every single ruling she has overturned and it wouldn't matter. Oh, yeah, I believe it, Rob. Yep. Yeah, I was just talking to the guy that runs the barbecue thing down there at the gas station I go to where I live. There was a really cute girl that was working there, and then she moved over working for him, and then things went south with her parents, and she moved up to Maine to work at some marijuana growing thing with her aunt. And the guy was telling me she was back about 3 weeks ago to pick up some stuff, and she had some like girly guy with her. Oh yeah, I believe it. What is this one? BP. Yeah, they're actually growing it where she works. I was talking to a couple guys, and I still keep in touch with the guys that bought my sister's McDonald's, and there's a couple locations where those marijuana stores are like on the same block, and they said they've learned that there's no money in retailing it at a dispensary. The money is in growing it and selling to them. Oh, really, Sharon? Yeah, it helps. Oh, really, Rob? Yeah, Bakersfield, the onion fields. You ever read that book by Truman Capote? In Cold Blood. That was a good movie and book. Oh, wow, Sharon. They're just kicking it, huh? Oh, wow. Oh, I saw that on YouTube where they were. See, that one lady got shot, killed in the parking lot, was stealing all those bottles of wine. The pregnant one? I've never smoked marijuana, believe it or not. Oh, you're not? I've tried some gummies. I can take them or leave them. Somebody was telling me the other day you can buy those in South Carolina, which is surprising. Yeah, you're supposed to quit drinking caffeine 12 hours before you go to bed. Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah, but it all starts with a mental issue, which is why you go to drugs to begin with. Yeah, we got a little one. We had a little one this morning. It'd just be kicking it. Yeah, I was talking to a guy here that the other day who was a county commissioner, and we don't have exactly out of 161 counties, the county I live in, Taliaferro, is 155, and 161 is the brokest, and number one's the richest. Being it's a broke county, doesn't have a hospital, the school system's iffy. And his brother, they grew up there, and this guy owns like 700 acres and is really doing well. And his brother's an anesthesiologist and came up through that school system, which is unbelievable. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, Plant City, Florida, they grow a lot of strawberries. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here and stop by Barnes & Noble. Onions, too. They should be growing onions still out there. The onion fields. Huh. Just be kicking it. It's warming up here. '81, it's not bad. Just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Pedal to the metal, kicking it, know what I'm saying? Kicking, know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. I gotta figure out if I gotta put some topsoil down for these wildflowers. Probably. Gotta be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Always such killer clouds here. I'm telling you, always. It's like big sky country here. Put that pedal in the metal. Blue skies, Kermit the Frog. Come on, fuckers, hit the gas, not the brakes. Come on, douche. Hit the gas, stupid fuck. Look out your mirror. Yeah, just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Yeah, I took those dogs that I caught, or that one dog I caught, the girls caught the puppies, to Aiken, South Carolina. I often wonder how those dogs made out. But I'd been in that dog rescue business before, and it'll wear your ass out. I told them right then and there, man, I don't need any, to keep the damn money coming in, the donations, you gotta act like it's the only fucking dog you caught that year when somebody tells you about it. Because they give you donations and all this fucking bullshit. In other words, you gotta kiss their ass. Not all of them, but most of them. They want to know, you're busy as hell, you're behind, you're not getting paid that much. And they want you to, like, contact them over this fucking stray dog that you ended up catching, trying to prevent a better life for it, tell you about the rest of its life till the day it dies. You just don't have time for that shit. I mean, but the donations cut off, and people get pissed if you don't do it. So I told those girls that place right then. It's like, hey, they said automatically, they're an automatic pilot. They said, hey, we're going to let you know what happens to the puppies and the mom. It's like, hey, don't do it. I've done this before, and I'm going to relieve you of the burden of thinking that you got to do this bullshit with me. I gave Micha $100. Said, here's $100 not to do it. The dogs are definitely in a better place than they would have been otherwise, and that's what I'm going to go with. And that's what happened. I don't know what happened to them, but it had to be better than where they were at. I'm just going to pretend it was a happy ending. I know the 2 puppies had parvo. You know, that's a mixed bag as to how puppies fare with that. It's got a high mortality rate, especially with things that are related to pit bulls, dogs that are related to terriers. So I hope they made it. I hope the mom got it home and all that. Just stick my head in the sand. Just pretending it's tripping. I buy houses cash. Oh yeah, man. Fuck yeah. There's a homeless cart right there. I think you'd see them out all the time. It's not a broiler like it usually is. It's really cooling off. I think it got down to 64 last night, which is great. Blue skies. Kermit the Frog. Augusta, Georgia. This is actually a nice mall, but you know they're on it full time trying to keep it from going to hell. Just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Just be kicking. It's busy today. This mall reminds you of the old days when you come in here. Always busy. Just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go in here for very long. I'll be right back. Daisy, you protect the van. You get crazy if it comes up to it. You get crazy, girl. let's just kick it. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let's just kick it. Thanks for babysitting. Let's just kick it. Hey, there goes an Astro van. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no shit, huh? Astro van, man, party. Let's kick it. This is a nice mall. They still have their problems though. They keep it pretty hush-hush if possible. But you go in there, it seems like the old days, the 70s, before Amazon took everything over. Barnes & Noble, you gotta wait in line to pay. Busy. Excuse me. Line for Cinnabon. Excuse me. God damn. Oh, fuck yeah. Felt good though, good sneeze. Now I see some homeless out here once in a while. Yeah, and I say, what's up? You want an interview? You want to kick it? Yeah, just kick it, man. I go through a lot of gas, I'll tell you that. Fuck yeah. I need to get on a rewards program, save for my vacation. You know what I'm saying? Get points back for something. But it really is, that mall is like the old days. Families having fun, not a bunch of gangbangers. Just nice shit. Hey, there's a homeless right there. I'm going to interview them right there. See him right there on the right? I'm going to pull right in that motherfucker and interview. Can't tell if it's a guy or a girl. But I take my camera wherever I go. I think it's a lady. I can't tell if it's a lady or a man. They got the backpack sitting outside. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Here's one interview, hopefully. Got an umbrella, backpack, fucking homeless for sure. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. I'm gonna show you how I do it. They might not want to. That's when I pull out my 44 Magnum and said, talk, motherfucker. I got a YouTube channel, goddammit, I need interviews. Start talking. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do this. So you drive around like this, you always keep your camera with you. You do shit in between, fun shit, Indian lunch, Barnes & Noble, bought a good psychology magazine. Had quite an article on Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust and found pleasure in misery, which I don't understand. I think it's fucking bogus. I did read his book. Viktor Frankl, what was the name of that fucking thing? So here's the homeless right here, so I come up. I'll pull forward so I can approach him so you can see the whole thing. To show you how it goes down. It's like, hi, you know, what's up, man? Show you the whole thing. Right here. just be kicking it, man. Let me show you how the experts do it. You know what I'm saying? It's a sweetheart lady. Got the bluest eyes you've ever seen in your life. Blue eyes. Put this at 150. So look at this. Yeah, let's kick it. Let's kick it.
Hey, hon. Good girl. Good girl. Hop over there, honey. Good girl, hon. Good job watching the van. You take the driver's seat when Dad's not in here.
Yeah, just kicking it. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just a sweetheart lady. Now, she reminds me exactly of what I would have thought Jesus was like if you'd have run into him. You'll see when I upload her interview. Excellent sweetheart. He's a good guy. I gave him some money. I didn't feel like interviewing him. It's got nothing to do with it. He's black. I'm really not in the interviewing mood today, to tell you the truth. He needed some money to get something to eat, he said. Take care, you guys.
God bless you, King. Thank you.
Thank you. I do that sometimes. You know, I just don't. Like today, I really don't feel like it, but I see he was really, that guy was nice talking to some girls that rolled down their windows as he was walking along the sidewalk, and it wasn't vulgar or perverted weird shit. He was just saying hello, and I thought, big fucking deal. I mean, I got so damn lucky in my life, it's ridiculous. I do see some homeless guys in here sometimes. Yeah, but they're all kind of weird. Just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Yeah, big fucking deal. She's a sweetheart, that lady. Cindy's her name. I just say, what up, Cindy? She's on the road all the time. Between the Carolinas and South Florida. 53, I think she said she is. Never asks for money, doesn't want to take money. You believe that? We just be kicking it and party. Yeah. Yeah, just be kicking it, know what I'm saying? Heading westbound on 20, racetrack. You know, I'm going to see my girlfriend Ann at the gas station. What's up, Cindy? You know what I'm saying? People get mixed up. It's kind of fucked up. You gotta get it all the way over to the right to get on 20, and then you gotta get to the left again. They get on 520 by mistake. You know how I know? Because I've done it. When I first moved down here, it's like, there's a lot of shit coming up here if you're not from here. Like you're looking on here, you know you got to go west. It's like you see this 520 west before you know it, you're going the wrong fucking way. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Come on, motherfucker, hit that gas. You going to Atlanta too? Well, it's a little confusing if you haven't been from here. If you're fucking old. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Which way is this motherfucker? Yeah, and then I say to myself, what's up, goddammit? Which way? The clouds are always killed. Big sky country. I think it's because it dipped down. You get to see, look at those clouds. It's like this every time. And when it's twilight, it's even better. I mean, like today's good. And it's like, it doesn't even need to be killer clouds, and it always looks cool like this. Come on, punch that gas, babe. Hit that throttle, girl. I'll go right by you in the right lane. This turbocharged 150. Let's kick it. Air conditioner's not working. Windows down. It's all right, huh? Aren't these clouds? I hope you can see them, man. It's like this every time, man. It's like being in an airplane. It's like kicking it, know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see, yeah. I gave Cindy a bonus. She never asked for money. What a sweet lady. Yeah. She's a person that chooses to be on the street. Who doesn't think she should be here? Yeah, okay. She just hits the road. Great personality. I'll just say, what's up, Cindy? You know what I'm saying? Party. Hit the road. I got a book I bought on consciousness. I'm gonna read some more of that. I like mute the sound on the football. Okay, what's this guy hitting the brakes for so soon? You know what I'm saying? This 20 is a racetrack, man. I mean, I'm glad it's here though, because if it wasn't, I'd probably never go to Augusta. It'd take fucking forever to get there on a 2-lane highway, going through these small towns. You could do 80 miles an hour on this all night, all day long, and you're still going to have somebody on your ass. I can't see this damn screen that good. Let me take this phone down so I can see it better. I'd just be kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there is a nice hotel I stay at down in India Atlantic. I'm gonna get down there in the next month or two. It's like the greatest views ever. Just sit there and drink like good whiskey on the balcony. It's the best ocean view ever, anywhere. Ceiling to floor, wall-to-wall glass. They encourage you there to leave your sliding door open and the air conditioning on. They're cool with it. You just sit there and it's like fucking, and hear the ocean, big waves crashing. Nothing better. I try and go down there during storms if I can. You know, they discount the rooms, which I'd pay a premium for it. Yeah, I'd just be kicking it. They went to where I just talked about, India Atlantic. I've been telling them about it. They went to Dixie Crossroads and got a killer shrimp dinner. Then they went down and stayed in 3 days in India Atlantic, same room that I get. So it's the best stay they've ever had anywhere. The best view. And they had a great time, and they're never stay anywhere else but there when they're on the east coast of Florida. Oh yeah, the ocean there is unbelievable. The views there are unbelievable. Go look it up. It's the Radisson. Sometimes it shows Melbourne. Look at the Radisson, Melbourne, Florida, and then look at the photos. Every room is like that. Some are higher than others. And it's cheap. It's cheap for a couple reasons. One, it's kind of dated. If you look at the front picture of it, it's looks like the Flamingo would in Las Vegas in 1960. And they don't have a restaurant. So when people are in Florida, you know, I know why they don't. There's a lot of good restaurants around there. There's an absolute killer restaurant a mile down the road, Bizarro's Italian restaurant. Actually, I ate down there on the way down to my divorce and on the way back. It's a pain in the ass getting off the expressway there, but it's worth it. But you'll never find a cheaper, better view on the ocean in your life than that place. I hope they keep it just the same. Yeah, no, it's the best view ever. Go out there and look. The Radisson, Melbourne, Florida. Sometimes it shows India Atlantic. It's actually Melbourne mailing address. India Atlantic City. A turtle park there. The most pristine, gorgeous beaches. It's absolutely stunning. The views are like none other. Hey, Tammy. No, it is absolutely fantastic. It's the best. People bitch about this. You know, it's competitive down there. I mean, I know, and they don't have a Starbucks in there and all that shit. I'm glad they don't. I like it just the way it is. And there's a killer blues bar right next to it that plays rock and roll on Fridays and Saturdays. There's like a million good places to eat. It's not really a tourist town. It's cheap. Though if that was a new building with all this bullshit in it that people want, it'd be $700 a night, no problem. I was paying $500 a night at the Jupiter Beach Resort 30 years ago. But you know, this another thing that's kept the prices down on these places is this Airbnb stuff. I don't like that Airbnb. I don't want to stay in houses, people's houses. I don't know why. I just don't. But you'll never, and you can fly into Melbourne too. You get a cheaper ticket to Orlando, and it's only like, I think, 74 miles or some shit like that. That's how I found out about it when I lived in Orlando. That was the closest, most direct route to the ocean. And when I got down there, it's like, fucking A, man, this place is awesome. It's my favorite place of Florida, way better than anywhere else. Key West, Tampa, Miami, all those places. Naples, you can keep them. It is. Go look at the pictures. Go look at the photos for it. It's the most killer ocean view ever anywhere. And you can go out in the sliding door and sit in the balcony. That's hard to do. You know, that salt water will eat your curtains off the rods in a month. That's why you can go down there and buy a 500 square foot condo, a little tiny one, and your homeowners association fees are $800 a month because of the upkeep. Keeping those places looking that close to the salt water is a nightmare, and it's super expensive. The old joke is that in Michigan the cars rust from the bottom up, and in Florida they rust from the top down, which is true. If you go down there like on a typical, it's humid. It was humid down there this weekend. Humidity in the 90s. Marty and his wife watched a rocket launch too from the balcony. It's just everything is killer about it. You go down there, if you left that sliding glass door open constantly and never let the air conditioner dry it out, you wouldn't recognize it in a month. It tarnishes everything, starts mildewing everything. I'm telling you, man. You go down to a lot of rich houses along the ocean front, I don't care where it's at, and you notice almost always the windows are closed. That's why. Oh, it is. Look it up, Tammy. Look it up there. You like that kind of stuff. Look up the Radisson in Melbourne. Just look at the photos. And every room is like that. It's not like there's a bad side. When you look at that front, that's the front kind of looks like it's if you were driving by it. Like, I'm a big view nut, you know. I don't care what it's like if I got a good view. I don't care about the problems. The air conditioner isn't as cold. I'll skip all that. The front looks like an older style hotel, and you think this is bullshit. But the minute you open that door. Yeah, that's what I told Marty when he got down there. You know, they got a lot of money and they stay at nice places. I said, you call me right after you open that door. And he said, I will. And he called me and he said, man, this is off the chain. He said, this is absolutely fantastic. And it's cheap. Florida sucks in general. But that place is a good place to go. You can fly into Orlando cheaper. But you can fly into Melbourne too for another $50 or something. You get a Melbourne, you rent a car, You're 10 minutes from that hotel. I can tell you all the good places to eat. Not a heavy tourist place. If you got some bratty kid with you that wants to go to Orlando, you're only 70 miles away. You can go down to Fort. I don't know why you'd want to. This is how I set up my house. My new house. My house is set up for great views, simple design. I set up my tiled showers. The guest bedroom is the same as my bedroom. None of that glass door bullshit to clean it. I don't have any doors. 12-foot ceilings. The shower's deep enough that even while you're taking a shower, you couldn't squirt the water far enough to go outside in the bathroom part. Why did I do that? Because I don't want to fuck with cleaning it. I want it like maintenance free, all tile. Just swab it with Clorox once every 10 years. None of that bullshit. Everything I did is keeping no maintenance, simple, and killer views. When you look at that house from the front, the same windows are in the garage that are in both sides of the house. The laundry room, the kitchen, the living room, my bedroom, the guest bedroom, everything. The garage. I want to have a good view no matter where I'm at. Oh yeah, and you don't hear a pin drop where I live. You know, I got a religious nut that's building my place, and I'm always talking shit to him. I mean, he really can't say much because, you know, I've introduced him to Marty, and, you know, he'll build a bunch of expensive shit for Marty. So I told him the other day, I said, hey, Steven, you know why I got these windows all over the place, don't you? Mind you, this is a Bible nut. He said, I'm afraid to ask, but why? I said, because I'm going to have a bunch of girlfriends down here, and I'm not marrying any of them. None of that marriage bullshit. I said, when I'm banging them, I want a good view no matter where I'm at in the house, even if I'm changing oil in the car. He doesn't know what to say. Yeah, and 1,280 square foot deck. 1,280 square feet. Plus, I'm going to get into these wildflowers too. You know, for the bees and the birds. Got bird feeders all over. Bees flying all over the place. Deer eating. Owls at night. A couple of foxes. You won't believe the wildlife. The only little thing that's a little worse down here, I mean, even if you don't think you have allergies, you'll have when you get down here. There is more fucking pollen in the air than oxygen. I'm not shitting you, man. It's like killer. You can go back to that pond in the back, and there's a film of pollen on that damn thing all year long. We're going to have the annual Chosen One party there. Just going to party all night long. And plant these wildflowers. I want to do this right, this wildflowers. You know, 5 pounds of wildflowers seeds, even though it's like 600,000 of them, it only plants like a quarter acre. And you know, most of that, not everything grows in this red clay. So I'm wondering if I got to get a dump truck load of like black dirt to put on top of it so these flowers grow. Yeah, I tell them shit like that all the time. I do. Yeah, I do that shit to them constantly. Marty takes that thing to make you lose weight, that shot you take. And Marty was somewhere and the power went out. I mean, I'm still really good friends with the guys. Like, I got keys to all their shit, their businesses and stuff, if I need to get something. I just can't resist myself. But anyway, the power went out, and that shit needs to be refrigerated. It's weird. Sometimes they're only like 2 miles away or 3 miles away. And I called them and said, hey, I got this medicine that I got to keep in a refrigerator. Can I use your refrigerator? He said, yeah. He gives me the code number. They just got a new alarm system. So I go down there and I put that stuff in the refrigerator. So I texted him the next morning and I said, hey, you know that medicine in the refrigerator? I said, you ought to take a shot of that. It'll grow you a big dick. And I never heard a peep from him. So I'm not going to let it rest. I wouldn't even have sent that to anybody else. And I said to him a couple days later, I said, hey, man, you getting my text? He said, you talking about that dick stuff? Yeah. I said, yeah. Oh, yeah, I constantly do that with him. Yeah, we just party, man. Tammy, you can come visit. You can just come and go as you please. The only thing I ask the women not to bring down is one of those things that detects hidden cameras. No, it's working like a charm. I know a bunch of people on it. Ted recommends it too. He's got a bunch of patients on it. They're not having any side effects, except getting skinnier. Yeah, I gotta do that. I don't know too much about that compost. I used to get in more goddamn arguments with my wife about her compost, and she'd leave all the fucking lights on everywhere, saving energy, composting. I said, why don't you just turn the fucking lights off? Yeah, there's two types. The one that starts with a G is the best. Yeah, one type is curable. Type 2. That's it. You're not curing type 1 with a diet. No way. And it's weight loss, basically. I just be kicking it. There's this Dudley tree farm over here. These fuckers must own 5,000 acres. I'm not shitting. It starts here all the way down to like forever. Yes, that's not everybody. Some people just hate exercising. Well, it's tricking your body as if you were a diabetic. That's why you're losing the weight. You're urinating it out. Same thing with Jardians. Yeah, diabetes, that'll take you out. Type 1, you can pretty much count on 37 years after the day you were diagnosed with it, and it's tits up no matter what you do. You know, another thing, at least with men, diabetes, you know, one of the first things to go is that old pee-pee getting hard. That old pecker doesn't want to get hard with diabetes. Yeah, late life type 1 diabetes diagnosis is relatively rare. Type 2 is common, but not type 1. But I think it's 37 years from the day you get diagnosed, and it's going to be tits up. I know a couple years ago there was a big insulin shortage. Yeah, if you get old enough, it won't matter. Look at this dumbass up here just pull out without accelerating. What a fucking idiot. I saw a truck do that on that trip out to Arizona. Fucking, you wonder how some of these people ever got their driver's license. Or people that stop on an entrance ramp. Yeah, just get one of those reverse osmosis things. Carbon filter. See, this is what I mean about 20. I'm doing 80. I do 80 on this all the time. That's why I go to Augusta and shit. If I couldn't do this, I'd probably, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably be going to Madison all the time, which is nowhere near the same. Oh, limp dick. That's what you could call your boyfriend in an argument, Tribbles. Oh, limp dick. He'd tell you, try not to take it personally. I'm heading back home. Went and got something to eat, had an Indian lunch. Went to Barnes & Noble, interviewed a homeless lady. Sweetheart, I'm going to upload it as soon as I get home. It's $29.95. You're not watching it. Cracking the whip on this. That K-Mac's a cute little railroad town, but it's just not enough action. That's one thing that's not good here. Watching planes land. There's really no good place to watch them land at Hartsfield either. I've checked online, looked around. Fucking things are all about a mile away where they're landing or taking off. What good's that? These other airports are too small. You'd be there forever waiting for a jet. They do have beautiful small airports down here, but you'd be there 3 days to see a jet land or take off. Yeah, try not to take it personally. I think when you're in your 60s, that old dick's not getting hard for good reason. It's what your eyes are seeing. It's unfair to the penis to blame it on sugar. I'd like to do a scientific study and just survey men that if they have erection problems with their wife that they've been married to 40 years, that's 50 pounds overweight, and compare to their erection problems when they're jacking off to Pornhub when she goes to bed. I think that'd be a hell of a study. Yeah, I don't think you'd have to be fucking retarded not to be surprised by the results. It's like men had a 99%. I had an old airline pilot tell me when I was a teen, he said it's 90% mental and 10% physical. You can bank on it. You agree with that? Stephanie, you agree with that? Do you think it's 90% mental? Look at this. Here's a sign right there. It says on it, size matters. Penis enlargement. Old billboard. Do you really? Oh, okay. Yeah, that aphrodisiac stuff, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I think that's more mythology than fact. I can't understand these people here driving this fucking thing, driving this Jeep around. What's he got on the back of there? A handicap card? Or what the fuck is it? Oh, a saw. This guy must be working wherever he goes. I don't really care for those either unless I did a Girls Gone Wild. That'd be great, man. That'd be my idea of retirement. Just going from town to town, doing a Girls Gone Wild. Old man version. I'd probably have a heart attack between stops just in anticipation of getting to the next place. Instead, I get these things sent to me, women my age in my area. It's like they look like fucking walking corpses. I see these old religious broads sitting at these like Bible meetings and these places I go into. Fucking super boring. God, no shit, man. They're all like clasping hands. I think to myself, you all need a big fucking cock. Then I smile and nod. Hope you have a good day. Yeah. I feel like just walking right over to them. Just walking up, say, hey, ladies, good morning. Hi, how are you? Praise the Lord. It's like, hey, your prayers came true. I got a big fucking cock right here for all of you. It'd be just priceless getting the look on their face. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, it's like your prayers are answered. I'd set it up better than that, though. No, you wouldn't. I'd say, ladies, oh, I'm glad you're having a blessed day. It's like, oh, you sound like you're from the north. Yeah, I sure am. Yeah. It's like, I hope you guys have a blessed day today, and I just wanted to let each and every one of you know that God has a plan for you, and that your prayers have been answered. Oh, I know that. My prayers are answered every day. I'm saying, no, I'm talking about like really super answered today. I mean, for real. I mean, your prayers are answered. It's like, oh yeah, well, yeah, they are. I got up this morning, you know, the sun is shining. I said, oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this big fucking cock I got right here. Would be too. Yeah, it would be too. Would too be. Quit lying, Stephanie. Quit lying. Oh yeah. It's like I just want a man. It's like who we share thoughts and appreciate life and grow old together. It's like, hey, lady, we're already fucking old. I'm 67. You got to be in your fucking 60s. That ship has sailed. I say we just spend the rest of our life fucking. Cut this bullshit, these timeshares, and this fucking horse shit. Yeah. That's what I want to do. I say I want each and every Yeah, I said I want each and every one beautiful. Just promise me this one thing before I leave today, that we all fuck like teenagers for 2 days straight. Even if we have to get enhancements through pharmaceuticals. Let's just throw down and fuck like wild animals, and we'll save ourselves after that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's just too fucking boring, man. Yeah, I couldn't fucking take it. No way. I couldn't. Yeah, good hormones. Fuck yeah, man. Stephanie, you need to come out here for a week. We'll do this shit, man. We need this humor in our life. We'll go to these Baptist church. They're always trying to get me to come to a church service. Really, I'll do it. If you come down here, we'll go to one. We'll even get dressed down. We got to set it up good. We just can't, you can't go braless. I can't have my fucking tight underwear on and shit, and you can see through my jeans. We'll just dress up nice, all that stupid shit you wear for a church service. And we'll show up to one of these places I get invited to. These Baptist churches, nope. They'll act like, they've known us 100 years, and they'll be graced by our presence and thank us for showing up. And then we'll do our testimony. And our testimony is going to be that I brought Stephanie from Seattle, Washington out here. And first of all, I'd like to thank all you people for inviting us here for this beautiful shared experience where we can break bread together. But as always, I want to cut to the chase. And Stephanie and I have talked quite a bit about this. People get up in their older years. Life gets mundane and boring, and despite the prayers and the ice cream socials and the get-togethers and the bingo and the outdoor cookouts, that everybody's just bored out of their fucking mind. And that Stephanie and I has emailed back and forth quite a bit over the last year, and we just decided to take the bull by the horns, and we wanted to do something about this together. And I know this is going to seem a little sacrilegious and a little odd to you, but Stephanie would like, with my help, to have a 2-day seminar, and we're going to show everybody how to fuck like they did when they were in their 20s. Oh, God. Yeah. And it's like, you guys, this is just, you just got done saying 10 minutes ago that the Lord brought us here. Now you can't be fucking flip-flopping back and forth. Yeah. Stephanie brought her back brace. I've got a whole a jar full of fucking Viagra. And we're a little concerned about pulling this off appropriately. Yeah, it's so fun. And I knew you should treat the body as God's temple and all that. And she said that she wanted to smoke after we got done fucking. Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll do it. Yeah, you'd love it, man. You can hold the camera. Oh yeah, it'd make you fucking sick down here. They're always trying to get me to go to church. You imagine that? I mean, that'd be like getting fucking 3 PhDs in a crash course to get me to show up. You imagine me just sitting there listening to this bullshit? Just like trying to keep a fucking straight face and, thinking about who I jacked off to on fucking Pornhub last night. And I'm sitting there listening to this stuff about lust and carnal knowledge. Fuck. Shit, yeah. It's gonna be so great, man. Oh yeah. I think you'll really appreciate it when we're doing it for real. I am officially divorced now, which doesn't really mean much. I think some of these old fucking women I dated over the years, in the back of their mind, they think like I was going to get back together or something because I wasn't divorced. You never fully explain your way out of it 100%. Fuck. Ugh. Yeah, trust and believe, yeah. We're not going to do any of that bullshit where you go up on a ladder and you fall back and we catch you. You're going to have to just trust me and Stephanie to show you that when we fuck, that's where it's at. Yeah, do it, man. Yeah, you're just going to have to trust us. I'm really looking forward to it. Fuck yeah, it's going to be a good time. Oh. We're going to pull it off, Stephanie. None of that falling off the ladder and trusting these fucking losers to catch you. So you're not a quadriplegic. We're going to show them real trust. Yeah, we're going to show them how to fucking actually enjoy yourself for 15 or 20 minutes. And then we're going to give a testimony. We got exercise. It released hormones. It released stress. We feel better. We don't want it like we did before we did it. We're going to hit every fucking presentation point on our PowerPoint It hit it all. Chemical interaction, release, psychology, exercise. It's like, what are you fucking people like poo-poo this for? Yeah, why are you guys all fucking sad-faced? Bunch of fucking depressive losers.